My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet with so many parts lost. The skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate the planet's surface environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no! Better to not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Hey everybody, this is the last of the GameCube. Welcome to my Redux Let's Play of Pikmin, and I'm not gonna say anything else because we're just gonna jump right into what we have to do first. And yes, we see this strange plant here right off the bat, just as we begin the gameplay itself, and spouts out this lone seed. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What was it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Now, this game, I should say, is for the GameCube, the Wii, and the Wii U, but I'm playing the GameCube version. Despite the fact that I played the Wii version, my second Let's Play of this game. Yeah, this is my third actual Let's Play of this game. Anyways, approaching that strange seed that's on the ground here. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach and press A. Yes, he is compelled to approach things and press A. And it's staring at me, even though it's just moving its head around. And as you can see, it has a nose. Extraordinary, when I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage, it just stands there staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pikmin brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. And yes, it just goes over the controls. I'm going to show off what the controls are right now. Pressing L just... Well, I'm using this on the... Like I said, I'm playing this on the GameCube. Pressing L just move the camera around to where Olimar is currently facing. R will just zoom out and then zoom out twice and then zoom in. Z will just bring yourself to an overhead view and return back to standard view. Y tells you how many Pikmin are with you, how many Pikmin are in the onion, how many ship parts you have collected, and how many Pikmin are not in your squad or not in the onion. But it also has another use, but we're going to go over that later because it's a bit of a spoiler. And what the heck am I doing? What does this Pikmin think of me? I've never seen this before. Let's observe this reaction. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, it's... Alright, I think I waited too long. I've never actually seen that happen. You can press X to disband the Pikmin, B to whistle them, A to throw them. You can also hold them without throwing them by pressing A, and it takes the Pikmin a long time to respond to your whistle. It's kind of stupid. But, yeah, the D-pad does not do anything. Actually, wait, no. I think the D-pad does do something, but I'm not going to show it off until much later. C-stick allows you to direct the Pikmin in which direction you need to go into. And, yeah, this is one of 3 types of Pikmin. I'm going to go over the other 2 types when we approach them. But basically, you see that leaf on its head? That's also another stage of Pikmin. This is a leaf-type Pikmin. The leaf Pikmin is basically the children of the series, whereas Bud is the juvenile and Flowers are the adults. The adults will keep up with you much faster, and they'll also bring stuff much faster to base. Astonishing, the onion has sown more seeds. Small red pill, the Pikmin harvested after cutting out a flower, appeared to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study the strange life form more. Now, there is, as I was saying, there is a way to bring Pikmin up to their best state. Technically, there are 2 ways. The first way is, I'm just going to be showing that off right now, but the second way is not going to happen until the next day. As you can see, this day has no time limit whatsoever. You can take as long as you want, although the rest of the days in this game are limited to 13 minutes or so. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Well, while I am having this guy take care of the stuff over here, I'm not going to pluck this Pikmin yet, because if you wait a certain amount of time, these leaves will just grow into buds and then flowers if you wait long enough. Now, you can do that on its own, but it takes a very long time, so I do not recommend you make a habit of this at all. There is an easier way to bring them to their flower state much quicker, but again, I'm going to go over that when it's relevant. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be more Pikmin food around here. Oh, yeah, right up there. And I'm just going to be throwing them up there. And then I'm just going to cut ahead until those Pikmin are flowered. I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting in this first day, just to save some time. Well, this is a strategy I came up with figured out on my own, even though I'm sure some people also use the strategy in the first day, but never on any of the other days. So I'm just going to cut ahead until all these guys are sprouted into, like, flowers. Even though the first Pikmin that you pluck will never sprout into a flower, no matter how long you wait for. Trust me, I tried this before. Anyways, for now, I'm just going to disband him and cut ahead until those guys turn into flowers. As you can see, if you wait a long enough period of time, it sprouts into a bud. If you wait a little bit longer, these guys turn into flowers. But we're not going to be plucking them all just yet. We're just going to pluck enough to bring that 5 pel that we saw earlier back to the onion and wait for those guys to spawn as well. So, alright. Those 2 should be flowers soon enough. And I'm just going to call this red leaf to the side. Yeah, I will be naming some Pikmin, just not all of them. Well, this red leaf that we're going to be going for over here is going to be the one that's holding us up in a quest. We're just going to call him Steve, and I'm just not going to like him. Well, most of the time I'm not going to like him, mainly because he just falls behind and is so friggin' stupid, but maybe he can redeem himself a little bit later in the game. Well, I actually do have a red Pikmin plushie, I will admit. What are you doing here? I say that the red leaf Pikmin are so stupid, and yet the red flowers acting totally dumb. Oh my god. That red leaf. He's actually doing good for once. Alright, now that these guys are flowers, there is a trick to plucking Pikmin faster. You can just repeatedly mash the A button. In fact, Olimar's going to be going over that. And on the last possible time, we'll be able to obtain Pikmin on this day. But for now, I'm going to... come on. Now, I am playing this on the GameCube version, which is the least advanced of the 3. Now, in the Wii version, you're able to swap through different stages of Pikmin and different Pikmin types. But in this game, you're not able to do any of that, nor are you able to repeat any of the days that you've lost, that you've completed. So, anyways, now that we're done with that, we have placed 10 reds to take down this cardboard box. Hooray! We defeated our first enemy of the day, and it wasn't even alive. Haha. Well, first enemy of the project, rather. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned about Pikmin. Yes, I'll say this right now. Yeah, in case I forgot to tell you guys, in case I forgot to say this before bringing that in, I will say this right now. There are 3. Each Pikmin type has a unique advantage in battle and outside of battle. These guys are impervious to fire and can do 1.5 times the amount of damage in battle. Anyways, we've come across our first ship part. Hooray! Amazing, there's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Power of slavery! No. As much as I enjoyed saying that, I really hate making slaves out of other people. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is get all these guys over here. Well, actually, yeah, all these guys over here. Technically, you only need 20 Pikmin to bring that back, but you can actually sprout 20 Pikmin throughout the entire day. Well, 24. You can sprout up to 25 Pikmin on this day, so I'm just gonna have these guys go back over here and bring these pelts back to the base. Now, you won't be fighting any enemies on this first day. I just wanted to mention that. But you will have to fight a lot of other enemies on the later days. This is like one of only 2 easy days in the entire game. And it's one of only 2 days I plan on getting a single ship part in a single day. So, Now that we're done with all that, I'm going to cut ahead until these guys are flowered. Yeah, that is going to be a lot of cutting here. This is going to be the only day where I'm going to have any major cutting. Any other day I have will just have a lot of minor cuts, so... See you in a bit. Okay, now that these guys are flowered up, I'm just going to decide to pick all these, and yeah, he finds it rather tedious plucking them through the ground individually. Yeah, we already said that. He said his wife tells him that he's no good at routine tasks. Ah, well... Either way, just keep plucking everything we see here. And yeah, this is the only time we're going to be waiting for the Pikmin to be flowered for the rest of the game. There's an easier way to cause your Pikmin to be flowered, but I'm going to get into that in the next day. Anyways, for now, have these guys carry the engine. And yeah, there is kind of a rock wall over here. We can't do anything about that yet. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But for now, I'm just going to head back to my ship. And because we really can't do anything else for the rest of the day, so... And yeah, we can't do anything with the ship either. Yeah, I like that song. Anyways, we can finally take off! Hooray! One of 2 times that jingle will be playing for the entire game. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I have taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. A glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly, but what is becoming the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. Yeah, the day automatically ends whenever you bring the engine back to base. And, of course, Steve is on his own. Either way, yeah, that shows you how slow the leaf Pikmin are. Anyways, yeah, the leaf Pikmin are really slow. The flower Pikmin are actually the fastest. They can keep up with you the best. And bud Pikmin are just in between. But there is no difference in melee damage, unfortunately, which actually kind of... Well, to be fair, it's kind of sucks, but at the same time, I've learned to deal with it. One day since it packed, I have somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me out again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hokotate. Analysis shows my life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I shall name it the Forest of Hope. I will explore it tomorrow. And yes, it's Hokotate, not Hokotate. That's what a lot of people think, including myself, once upon a time, but the official pronunciation, as according to Japan, Nintendo of Japan, is Hokotate. And now, we shall save.